Alright, welcome everyone to the post show, where we're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch and whatever else we think about.
Yeah, like the Marvel post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
We lost a member, he was too pissed about it. He doesn't like Switch.
Yeah.
He's sick of it.
I was thinking we can talk about Switch, but I wanted to mention the Weber Valley Speedway Facebook page. I just wanted everyone to know of its existence because it is fantastic.
the Amish Tesla.
God. I saw a video of, so it's pretty much a meme page where it has AI of like dirt tracks, like racetracks, all that kind of stuff. And I'll put the video up, but it's, the last one I saw was like the flagman in someone's car doing laps around. Obviously it's AI, and he's just talking strategy and stuff. I'll put that one in right now.
I can't believe he is still keeping it on the bottom. What a beast.
But dude, I love all the posts up there.
Yeah, that page rocks.
We had a friend, it was his dad. We had a friend whose dad thought it was real.
Well, yeah, he thought it was real.
He's from the South.
Yeah, he thought it was real, explained to him that it wasn't real, and then his dad was like, okay, I will admit that some of the posts are AI, some of them are real, and he wants to go there and like experience it. Yeah.
What do you mean, Kyle Larson driving an IndyCar on a dirt track? That's not real? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What does this world come to?
The Tesla horses.
Yeah, like come on. That's not
What do
real.
you mean the Tesla horses aren't real?
I mean,
So, anyway, to bring the discussion to the Nintendo Switch 2. So, Nintendo's doing it again.
They done did it again.
Yeah, they're doing their little odd, even odd generation yo-yo where they like make like one of the like most purchased pieces of technology ever, and then just like completely blow it the next generation for like no reason at all.
It's
like they did with Super Nintendo to N64, because N64 didn't sell great.
Would Virtual Boy classify in that area?
I think Virtual Boy was like before SNES.
Okay. Well, we can chuck that in there too.
So they had like, yeah, N64, GameCube. Was in retrospect, I knew it at the time because I had crazy taste. The GameCube's like did not sell well, even though it's like absolutely peak console.
Yeah.
It's the greatest console ever made. That's objective opinion. That's real. That's true. That's factual.
Yeah, that's a
Fact check by Real American Patriots.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Real Nintendo Patriots.
Put that up there.
Sky is blue, grass is green. GameCube is the greatest console ever made.
Okay, kind of is.
Machine. Yeah. And then you have the Wii, which sold like crazy. You had like boomers, not even boomers at that point.
Just everyone.
Yeah, you had like old people in nursing homes playing like Wii bowling. Dude, I went and did like a job shadow at a nursing home back in like 2021, and they had Wii bowling out.
Bowling is sick.
Then you have the Wii U, which yeah, the Wii U just was not good. And then you just have the Switch, which I would wager is going to be the best-selling console of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Unless Sony miraculously uncovers sales data for another 5 million PS2s like they did when the DS was going to pass it. But,
Yeah.
you know. Then you now have the Switch 2, which, I think will not sell as good as the Switch. However, I think it's going to do vastly better than like N64, GameCube, Wii U. However, Nintendo is now, reaching in my opinion, they're now reaching the point where they're getting challenged again in the handheld market. Mm-hmm. Because I think what I've gathered from the business strategy is that, because like the Switch really is just what the Wii U was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's fair.
And so you have the Switch, they're like, we're just gonna ditch the whole home console scene because, the Wii was their last, like, what I would say home console that like actually did well.
Surprise guest.
Yeah, surprise you guys, Conrad.
Yeah, the Wii was like their last home console, and I mean, Nintendo has consistently killed it with Game Boys, except for the Virtual Boy. I would honestly count the Virtual Boy more as like a toy than an actual like video game console.
It's like Rob the Robot tier.
Yeah, but anyway, they've consistently won at the handheld game because they do the underpowered system that just is cheaper, has actually good games because Nintendo has
games.
Nintendo has good games. Yeah, Nintendo has good games, and then they just kill it every time. Like, they've gotten challenged by, Sega with the Game Gear. They got challenged by Atari, I believe, with the Lynx.
Yeah.
They got challenged by Sony with the PSP. They somehow beat the Vita with the 3DS, which, I mean...
That wasn't that hard.
Yeah, the 3DS, the 3DS I think was just like kind of like sleeper. Like I know a lot of people had 3DSs, but like nobody really talked about them.
It was kind of gimmicky, the 3D stuff. It was cool, but like, I mean, no one's having it on 24/7.
Little side note, I got a 2DS.
Yeah.
I thought 3DS was like really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2DS was a lot cheaper, so I got that. I still have that.
Yeah, the 2DS was a great move. And then I mean you have the Vita, which I mean Sony just shot themselves in the foot with that anyway with their like insanely expensive memory cards.
Ridiculous.
But anyway, so then anyway, getting back to what I was saying with like they're entering like a new competition because now Nintendo has moved from home consoles to only mobile or like handheld consoles, which is a great idea. I mean, as well with selling great in the Japanese market because I mean the Switch is killing it in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean it's killing it in America, but it is like really killing it in Japan. Like they slaughtered Sony this generation by like a lot. But anyway, so now you have Asus and Steam, I believe, or Asus and Valve are their two big competitors, which is kind of reminiscent to me of like the PSP, PS Vita, Atari Lynx, Sega Game Gear, where Nintendo's going up against them. However, the problem with this strategy is that they're charging $450 for the Switch 2, which I personally don't think is that outrageous. I mean, it's, if you count the OLED, the Switch OLED is like the main model at $350. It's $100 more than that. There's been some inflation, but at the same time too, it doesn't make any sense that you have the winning strategy, tried and true for the past 30-ish years of we sell the super cheap handheld and it beats the more expensive handhelds because now you have the Switch 2 in the range of I think it's the Asus ROG and the Steam Deck. It's in the same price range, but there's not a lot of, there's not as many games as there is for those consoles because you can get all sorts of PC games on there, which I mean, I'm completely fed up with PC gaming, but so I would never buy any of those, but, I mean, if you're looking to get into games, those are pretty attractive, and I mean, I've seen quite a few people, like, in public or in person who have Steam Decks who I imagine would not normally be, like, a PC gamer, so I mean, it's kind of, becoming a main, their, main console. So I think that's, kind of where the Switch 2 will fail. I plan to get one. The upgrade is worth it to me. I'm going to reiterate what I've said a million times, but I've had the Switch since day one. My Switch could barely run Tears of the Kingdom past 15 FPS.
You have the oldest Switch known to man.
I have the oldest Switch. Yeah, I have the oldest Switch known to man. I do not have Uno, and yeah, it is in rough shape. So it's worth it to me, but I think that if you bought a Switch during COVID, which a lot of people did, shelling out that money again is just not going to be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm not going to get a Switch 2 because I don't do much gaming on that anyways. I think Switch 2, the console itself, the price point, I don't think that's too bad. Obviously, it's expensive, but I expected that. What really is unacceptable is how expensive the games are and how expensive the controller is.
Yeah.
And how expensive the stupid webcam and all that other accessories are. It's aren't the Joy-Cons 90 something now?
Yeah.
That is That is unacceptable.
That's the most expensive controller. I mean, unless you're getting like the Elite, like into like Elite or whatever their PlayStation version is. Like
DualSense Edge.
Yeah, like they're like more expensive controllers that have all these features. Like the Joy-Con is fucking more than those controllers, like more than like any base controller. Like those controllers are Xbox controllers are like 70, PlayStations are like 72, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. These are like 90, and it's a Switch.
Yeah, it's like this is like.
Well, it's a mouse. It's a mouse.
Yeah, it's a mouse. It's like it's a lot cheaper and a lot lower quality than like a PS whatever, the Xbox, all those controllers. But it's like, and then the games. Like $80 for Mario Kart. Okay, like come on.
Yeah, let's be real.
And why is Donkey Kong 70, Mario Kart's 80? I don't get what the price discrepancy is there. Like personally, I feel like if they just went with a baseline of 70 for all their mainline games, I don't think they would be having this much heat. Like obviously it's a $10 price increase, but everyone is increasing the games.
Yeah.
The fact that they increased $20 for Mario Kart, that is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to like push more people into like the Game Pass and shit like that. Because I know PlayStation has like their version, and then they have Game Pass. I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo gets like their own version or something.
Well, yeah.
No.
Oh wow, Nintendo actually making like good business decisions and like following not greedy things that are standard in the industry.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like charging monthly for Nintendo Discord.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous. Oh, you're charging for the demo game?
Okay. I want to touch.
That was insane.
I want to touch on the tech demo here. I was going to bring that up once you guys were done, but the charging for the tech demo is completely batshit to me because
That's evil.
Because you are charging for the tech demo when Xbox doesn't have a tech demo, which is whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to have a tech demo, but you have Sony with the tech demo that was so good that it spawned an entirely new game. So you have Astro's Playroom to Astrobot, and it won Game of the Year,
Yeah.
which was well deserved, by the way. Black Myth Wukong is not that good, but anyway. So you have like Sony's out here giving you a like 6-hour game if you play it to completion for free with every PlayStation, and Nintendo has like the most uncanny like tech demo ever. I would have been more happy if they included, you know, or if they sold the tech demo as an actual game, because I mean, like that's what Nintendo has done. You have like
You know what?
Mario 64.
Why didn't they bundle it with Donkey Kong or Mario Kart? That would have been perfect. Bundle that demo with one of those two games.
I mean, like that would have been like they could have at least done that, like if anything. But like you guys were saying, like it does not look that like it looks like that. What's the like social game that people were playing with like the AIDS and Stingrays? It looks like that.
Habbo
It
Hotel.
looks like Habbo Hotel. Like
Yeah.
what are you, you're selling Habbo
It
Hotel?
looks worse than Habbo Hotel, and Habbo Hotel came out like 2004.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, like Nintendo has a history of charging for tech demos. You can see it with Mario 64. You can see it with Pikmin. You can see it with like Wii Play on the Wii. I mean, Wii Sports was more the tech demo, but you have Wii Play, and that, you know, also came with a free controller, by the way. It was the cost of a regular game and came with a free controller. I don't even know what the Wii U had.
I don't know,
The Wii U had games that get ported to Switch.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I mean, the Switch had Breath of the Wild, which was very much, in my opinion, a tech demo. And I mean, that was a full game. So I can see charging for the tech demo if you have an actual game with it. If you have me walking around a giant Nintendo Switch with a freakish, like, pale ghost version of myself, walking around like the soulless Nintendo Switch 2 void, I'm not gonna buy that.
God, what a nightmare.
I'll buy like Pikmin, which has, you know, you can see how many entities can be on the screen. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense to charge to show off your console's capability. The Switch 2 tech demo doesn't even look fun.
Yeah, no, it's corporate. It's corporate greed.
When I saw it, I was like, oh cool, they're making like a free tech demo. Then I saw it was like for $40.
No, it's $10. It's $10.
Oh, it's $10.
Yeah.
I like looked at that. I was like, why are they charging money for this? Are you kidding me?
Actually, it's $10.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I don't have. Yeah, and another thing too, I don't have like a huge issue with $80 games, but I mean, because I mean we've had it pretty good for a long time, because you can look back in the 90s and there were video games that were $90 back then.
Yeah,
But-
I'll put up a picture of that because there's a good image showing
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
what he's talking about.
So I don't think like the $80 games are even the worst. I mean, there's been a lot of inflation. Don't be surprised when people are mad about it when you've had the industry standard be like 60 for a decade.
Yeah.
Because I think video games were like 50 when I was a kid.
No.
But I mean, I'm not surprised by $80 games when people are like like people on Reddit. I mean, Reddit's just outrage, but I mean, when people on the internet are mad about $80 games, it's like, dude, this was inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one funny thing out of it. It just makes Reddit and everyone online mad.
That's a win for
Love
me.
the coping
And
speed.
that's another reason I love the Switch 2, just because it makes Reddit mad. That's another thing I'm gonna try and do as well. On the Switch 2 launch day, I'm gonna try to go to Target right when they open and buy a Switch 2, and I'm gonna go to Costco right when they open. I'm gonna buy a Switch 2, and I'm gonna scalp those bitches on eBay. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Fuck Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't get my little Nintendo game. I can't get my little Mario go-kart. Yeah. Actually, fuck you. I get the Nintendo Switch for free because I'm gonna scalp it. Fuck you.
And you're paying for it, Redditors.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is money coming out of Reddit's pocket.
Yeah, have fun not getting a Switch 2 until fucking Christmas 2027, motherfuckers. I'm greedy as fuck. I don't give a shit.
My one question for the Nintendo Switch 2 is like, how well does it hold when I like throw it at my like wife during an argument, and like, am I gonna lose thousands of hours of Zelda?
God, I hope not.
Like, it better hold up to that.
Real.
But TLDR, pretty much in general, I would say that if you bought a Switch before COVID, I think the Switch 2 is justified if you played your Switch a lot, which I did. So that's why I don't have any issue buying the Switch 2, because I mean it's fully backwards compatible. I mean, I probably need a new Switch anyway, so whatever. If you bought it, I cannot imagine a lot of people who bought their Switches during COVID
I was gonna mention like, I wonder how that's gonna affect, because like I know a lot of people that bought Switch. Like Switch got really popular during COVID because of Animal Crossing, and like so many people were just like, oh, Animal Crossing, and I think that ruined gaming in a way, but that's it. Delve into that another time.
Yeah, normies in my hobby during COVID honestly completely obliterated the video game market. I mean, yeah, everybody who's probably mad about it now started playing games during COVID. I mean, you did this to yourselves, so you deserve it. Yeah. So, I mean, if video games are expensive now, and you guys bought all the new Pokemon games because you were bored during COVID because you didn't have, like, an essential job, then honestly, fuck you, you deserve this. Oh, Pokemon swap now. Yeah, well, you guys bought all of them anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly. People complain so much about, oh, this is so expensive. Why do you keep buying it then?
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah.
Like, they gotta...
Yeah, and I'm not going to complain about the Switch 2 price. I well got my money out of my Switch. I put a lot of hours on my Switch, but like, yeah, I don't know. If you don't like it, then just like don't buy it. I don't know. That's like everything with video games now, though. Is that just like everybody buys video games and buys them digitally, and then it's like, whoa, I can't believe like the crew. I can't believe Ubisoft took away the crew. Okay, well.
You bought a Ubisoft game, first of all.
Yeah, first of all,
mistake.
you bought a Ubisoft game. Second of all, you voted with your wallet and you made digital games the new standard, which is completely idiotic. Mm-hmm. It's going to destroy consumers in, I would guess, the next 5 years, but...
Dude, the Switch and digital, everything is going to destroy it. Like, streaming is already destroying TV shows, movies, all that stuff. We're losing copious amounts of, like, episodes and movies because we can't put them on streaming.
Yeah.
And it's a disaster unfolding right before our eyes.
Yeah, it'll be like 1 week and the movie you want to watch is on like Prime, and the next week it's on HBO Max. They just like toss all over the place, and then like 3 weeks from now it's gone. And it's like you can't watch a movie that you want to watch ever, and it's just not worth it anymore.
Yeah, no, you can't watch the Panty Raid episode of SpongeBob anymore.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
So... But yeah, because that was totally like a rape joke. It wasn't like just like an underwear joke or something.
Ridiculous.
But whatever. Kids these days this generation are just too soft, man.
My generation is lost, bro. My generation is lost, man.
Yeah. Kids these days are too soft. When I was 6 years old, I was watching Mr. Krabs sniff panties. I don't give a shit. That was badass.
Bays.
Yeah. Yeah, and I turned out fine. So.
Yeah.
And I turned out to be a Switch 2 buyer, so yeah, I don't know. I think our society could use a little more Mr. Krabs sniffing his mom's panties, but
I agree with that.
I think that could do a lot of these kids a lot of good. But can't have that. Oh, the woke mind virus is gonna come and take away Mr. Krabs sniffing panties. Yeah, okay, Amazon, whatever.
This just sounds like one of those Meat Canyon podcasts that you used to do where it just devolved into that the entire time.
So, yeah, I don't know. Obama caused that. AOC caused that. Woodrow Wilson caused that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's the typical liberal taking away Mr. Krabs sniffing panties. So.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Tale as old as time.
Humiliation ritual continues.
Yep.
As always.
Yeah, so. But anyway, coming back to Nintendo.
What a tangent.
SpongeBob Katie tangent.
How long has this been? Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we're gonna run out of time on that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Coming back to Nintendo after my epic red-pilled rant.
We had to pause it because he went in hysterics and he was going crazy a little bit.
His r/brain cell, r/the Donald, r/true cell ran.
Yeah, anyway, back to it. What else do I have to say about the Switch 2? Yeah, I'm also going to say too with the Switch 2, they're going to have this tech demo to show off the mouse capabilities. No game's going to have that in a year.
No one's going to care
It's
about
like
that.
the same thing, because it would be cool to have, mouse capabilities. That's, an interesting concept. However, it's like the same thing with PlayStation with the haptic feedback controllers. That's a really cool concept, but Microsoft doesn't do that and Nintendo doesn't do that, so there's no reason for game devs to even implement that unless they'll maybe make the triggers more stiff for pulling a gun in a game.
Yeah.
But besides that, because early on in the generation we had in Ghost of Tsushima, the haptic feedback was crazy.
That was awesome.
It was so cool.
Astro's Playroom, where Astro's Playroom had really good. It was the PlayStation game, obviously, but it was just every movement you felt. It was honestly the coolest thing ever. But.
Yeah, it was super sick. But that's just not going to be a thing.
No.
They'll put it in Civ 7, and who's buying Civ 7
Yeah,
on Switch?
That's exactly what I
What
thought.
person in their right mind would buy Civ 7 for the Switch? Nonetheless.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I can think of the mouse being used for is games like that where it's point and click. But who's on Switch doing that? They're on PC. They have autism and shit.
Yeah.
They love those games.
This just sounds like when the DS had that feature where you could blow into the mic or something. It's yeah, I'm gonna blow into the mic so I can play Kirby Blow Your Friends. Yeah.
Kirby Blow Your Friends.
Yeah, Kirby Blow Your Friends. I love that game.
Yeah.
Or blowing up my balloon in Mario DS. That was so worth it. I totally didn't hit B every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I would say in general with Nintendo, I think Nintendo heavily died with Iwata back in 2015, and I think a lot of the HAL Laboratory games died with him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's over for that.
We're black-pilled.
Yeah,
we're black-pilled.
It's over for a lot of these AAA kind of big game.
Yeah.
It's over for big game guys.
Insert subject. Black
See,
pill.
you say that, but at the same time, I guarantee you, in the time it took you to say that, people who bought PlayStations during COVID, 20 of them bought 2K25 digitally. So
that's the problem. People
Yeah.
are just
I
During
went on
this-
a tired rant about how streaming has ruined gaming and how competitive all that stuff has ruined gaming.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, while we were having this entire discussion, billions of people purchased a sports game digitally on their PlayStation at full price. So,
Brutal.
brutal. It never began. It's so over.
Those people deserve to have their wallets taken from them.
There's 100,000 people watching Aiden Ross play 2K or something right now.
Yeah.
God.
So, I don't know. Normies just need to get the freaking normies, man. They just need to get bored of it, and then and then we can return to the glory days.
When autistic people made like games in the basement that they thought were sick, like
Yeah.
Halo.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. Gaming's over. Everything's over. I'm black-pilled. The West has fallen. Billions must die.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Yeah, basically, normie's bad, autists good.
Yeah.
Yep. So, gaming's done. Wrap it up, folks.
Yeah.
The most profitable form of media. It's done. It's
Yeah,
over.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I don't know. I will say I've been enjoying gaming as of late. We're kind of in a second little golden age of JRPGs, so that's pretty sick. So
Yeah.
I've just been playing a bunch of Kirby and like racing games pretty much.
Kirby Blow Your Friends.
Yeah, I've been playing Kirby Blow Your Friends quite a bit.
Matt's been playing a lot of pick men as your sexual partner. So.
yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 and Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4. I want to pick men as my sexual partners.
But will you pick Men 5 is the question.
Yeah, that's also that. Hope that comes out on the Switch too, and they make it cool. It's Pikmin 5.
Yeah.
So
many men.
yeah, I mean Miyamoto said that he wants to make a Pikmin movie. So
My god.
he said that I believe like 2 weeks ago. That's a real thing he said is he wants to make a Pikmin movie. So you know. That would be kind of dope. I like picking men as my sexual partners.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I wish I was playing Expedition 33, but there's just no physical copies of it anywhere. And
I don't know.
I mean, given my rant about digital games just there, you know, there's no way in hell I'm buying a digital copy of that. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'm not entirely against it either. I mean, like, I'm not gonna like skip out on a game if it's digital only. Like, I bought like Oblivion and Forza 5 on PlayStation. But
You got Suika game?
yeah, this week a game.
You bought Jumping Chocolate Santa digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping Santa.
I bought Jumping Choco Santa
And Cookie Clicker.
and Cookie Clicker. I like how I said that it's been like a golden age of JRPGs, and I wanted to like play Metaphor ReFantazio last night. And I genuinely felt bad 10 minutes in because I'm like, dude, I'm missing out on so many Cookie Clicker games right now.
Dude, Cookie Clicker has been blaring in the background. Well, we muted it before the video, but it's been blaring before that for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, I made a setup in my room.
Actually,
so that
hold on.
Antivirus.
Let me show you what's going on right behind this. Ignore the antivirus. I'm not touching that. But yeah, yeah, that's what's been going on right behind the screen.
But anyway, I actually made a Cookie Clicker setup in my room so I could more efficiently check my Cookie Clicker status if I woke up and buy like structures and stuff. Just in case I woke up, so I didn't have to walk out into the living room and spend all my cookies to make even more cookies. So I mean, that's what we've been on lately. I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got about gaming right now. That's my take. Animal Crossing, more like Slop Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sick of Animal Crossing, man. Animal Crossing fucking ruined gaming.
Had enough of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, well, and you know, we'll see too how the Switch 2 does because they won't have any Switch games to port over to the Switch 2 because all the Switch games were ports of Wii U games. So Nintendo will actually have to like make a like fun and enjoyable product for once in the past decade. So
Impossible. I guess we can talk a little bit about GTA 6 because why not? It's a gaming thing.
I think it's heavily overrated, and it's not going to be nearly as good as Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think it might be slightly better than GTA 5. I know they went on because GTA has been always known for kind of like the raunchy humor, like their kind of mean-spirited humor, and I know they're kind of trying to stray away from that, which is kind of, in my opinion, the core essence of what makes GTA, because otherwise you're going back to like old classic like Saints Row and shit like that. Because like if you get too I don't know, I like GTA because it's not serious. I mean, you get like raunchy humor, it's funny, and now if you're going like trying to be serious, it's like it's not the appeal anymore.
yeah, the sort of magic of GTA is that it's like an exaggerated version of America.
Yeah.
And it's like pushes boundaries, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you take that out, then you know.
I'm afraid it's just gonna be like it's just gonna like mash on like one side of like people, like they're like, oh, Floridians are so fucking stupid and stuff like that, and then like I don't know. I just think I don't know. People are freaking out over it. I think it's gonna be mid. Honestly.
First off, I think price tag prediction is gonna be $120. I think they're saying it's 2 times as much as GTA 5, so it's gonna be 2 times 60, so 120.
Shit.
I'm predicting 100.
Okay.
That is gonna be an outrage. I guess I haven't really done research on like the pricing and what it's gonna be. And I mean, I honestly, I probably won't get GTA 6 on drop. Yeah, actually, the market's not gonna crash, so I'm not getting GTA 6.
No. GTA 6, everybody's gonna call in. It's gonna be the GTA flu. The entire world is gonna collapse.
Great Depression.
Yeah, it's gonna be economic collapse. I've been like seeing like people unironically saying this, like on large social media pages, that GTA 6's launch is gonna crash the economy from people calling in to play it. That is the most just like Reddit thing I've ever heard. If you actually think that, like I can see like a lot of people calling in. If you actually think that it's going to tank the like world economy, like get a grip, like act like unironically touch grass.
If you think that, you should
have a good day.
So,
if you're like, I don't know, if you think that, like, get a job, like, get a real job, because I know you're, like, working at, like, fucking retail or something, like, seriously, like, I'm gonna call in on my big boy job, fuck off.
Yeah, I think, my thoughts on GTA 6, I'm not excited for it at all. Will I get it when it comes out? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that great. I think GTA 6 will be good. I think it'll probably be a 10 out of 10 game. I don't think GTA 6 is going to be like that good, because I mean when you look at Red Dead Redemption in general is better than GTA.
I just like the cowboy aesthetic more too.
Yeah, but I just mean if you look at like the jump from like GTA 5 to Red Dead 2, it's not super crazy. So, I mean it's definitely 2 different games, but I just mean it's not like they like implemented that much new stuff. Or any like mind-blowing new features.
The horse's testicles shrunk.
Yeah, the horse's testicles shrunk when you went through water.
Crazy.
So yeah, but I don't know. I wish they would just drop GTA and make GTA Online and then just keep making single-player Red Deads, because Red Dead is peak.
Yeah, I kind of think that too. Like what else are you gonna do in GTA? Like GTA 5, like the online is. There's so much.
They've done everything.
It's like, what do we got left?
I'm honestly concerned with what the online is going to be like. Yeah, because they can do a lot of stuff, but how much is it going to be like rinse and repeat? Because I mean, and they made so much profit off of GTA 5 online. It's going to be hard pressed not to say that they're not going to do GTA 6 online and do as much as they can with it. But like Red Dead Redemption 2 online was a clusterfuck, and I was really disappointed that they didn't do more with that. Because it would have been so easy to, like, oh, you're limited, you can't do flying rockets and shit in GTA, or in Red Dead Redemption 2 like you could in GTA. But, like, I didn't care for the rockets in GTA 5 and shit. There's so much you could have done. It was a lost point. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 was, like, super fun. And, like, I did play Red Dead Redemption 2 online every once in a while with buddies, but after a while, it's just you're basically role-playing as a cowboy, and that's the best you can do. This is the most fun you can have.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rockstar's kind of painting themselves in a corner. It's like, well, we have GTA 6. That we have to make that the best game ever, and if we don't, then it's all over. And like, those are just unrealistic expectations.
Also, I guarantee the delay was. I would bet money that GTA 6's single player is completely ready to ship.
Oh.
I would bet money it's flawless. I guarantee you the delay was online.
Oh, definitely.
There's no way it takes that long to make another game, another campaign. It's only gonna be like 30 hours, but
this might be a hot take, but honestly, GTA 5's campaign, I hardly remember any of it. Like, I didn't think it was that good.
it wasn't as nearly as good as 4's.
Yeah, and like Red Dead Redemption 2 was way better too.
Yeah.
And yeah, 4's was pretty good.
Yeah, 4 was the best GTA game in my opinion.
Yeah. Another thing that worries me is if you saw the last trailer, I think there's a heavy appeal to gooners because of the jiggle physics. There's a lot of like, I mean, if you look at, there was a lot of jiggle physics, and they definitely made that like a fucking like main point. And I I'm like, this shit's for fucking gooners. They know what they're going for here.
I mean, have you seen like the mocap videos of the women like twerking for it?
Oh my gosh, dude, what happened? Oh,
Dude, it goes insane.
Ugh.
I'll pull that up for you later, okay?
The Rybone McDonald's mukbang after dark right now.
Yeah. the Rybone Gooner talk.
The Rybone McDonald's mukbang lounge. But
Real.
yeah, I think GTA 6 will be good. I'm not really excited. I'm not freaking out over it.
Yeah, I don't get the
Not
hype.
bursting through walls for it.
Yeah,
Kool-Aid Man.
you know,
Kool-Aid Man.
I have boomer video game taste, so you know.
I don't know, the hype pisses me off, I'm being honest, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's way overhyped. I was excited at first, and then, I don't know, at this point it's just like, it's the same shit, rinse and repeat of like, I've heard this a million times. Oh, look at this, 100 details that you missed in the last trailer. I don't know.
Give me a hot coffee mod part 2. Make it the ultimate Gooner game.
Yeah, I think that they should just scrap it and they should release Manhunt 3 because the last 2 went so well for Rockstar.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea actually.
Yeah, let's get Manhunt 3.
And Bully 2.
Yeah.
God. That's the biggest troll of all. They just release those 2 games.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it'll be good. I'm optimistic for it. I'm not like overly optimistic or hyped.
Yeah.
I'm a black pill
Same
doomer
thing.
as always.
Yeah, but I'll play it.
It'll be decent.
Yeah.
So before we end the video, I want to show that I found this Mickey Mouse sticker on the ground. So I thought that's cool.
Wait, I'm Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse, and I got this Harambe shirt on, so that's also cool. I just wanted to show that off.
Before we end the video, I do want to give a shout out to this like really niche game. It's called Super Mario Bros. I don't think a lot of people have heard of it. It's pretty niche and underground. Yeah, he plays like this blue hedgehog and he like runs around and then yeah, it's pretty cool. It's called Super Mario Bros. Yeah. It's pretty. It's fresh on the scene. Never been done before.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that after
Yeah.
the video. So it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'd recommend Super Mario Bros. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good. Minecraft too. That's a new niche game.
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah, that's where it's like a bunch of like collabs with a bunch of different like brands, and then you like drop into a like island with like 100 people, and the last person like standing wins. That's what Minecraft is. So
Yeah,
it's pretty underground. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you release in the theaters and you like kill a bunch of people.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I gotta say about gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got the. I suppose I can shout these out quick. Give a little story about these before we end, and then we'll really end for real this time.
Yeah.
These are the McDonald's Evangelion 25th or 30th anniversary McDonald's toys, and yeah, I imported them from Japan, and it was a bitch and a half to get them. I had to like drive to the post office across town because they wouldn't like deliver it because it was imported. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
Sick.
They got little toys and accessories.
Meanwhile, we got Grimace over here.
The packaging smelled like shit.
Yeah, these were like a separate purchase in Japan, and you had to like win like a lottery. Yeah, the packaging smelled horrific, but yeah, these are pretty dope. I like them.
Char.
Yeah, and I got Charizard. This was from like a Costco like box. It was like a Costco promo Pokemon box, and yeah, I just wanted the figure, so I just bought the figure loose on eBay for like $20, and the box was like $80. So I think people were just like selling the figure and just keeping the cards.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got to say. I'm done. I'm pretty done, man.
We're done. We've had enough. We've had enough.
I'm over it. I need to go
That concludes it.
I need to go check my cookie clicker gains. So
His hand's been shaking.
All right.
yeah, how do I end this thing?
All right. This was PewDiePie.
Mike jest jak zery, to po co ona